Alright, it's been a while since I've put a video out. I spent most of October faffing on with cameras and trying to up my YouTube game, but it just turned out to be, it's just too much effort for what at the end of the day is just me in my office painting some figures. So the problem was I wanted to start this new project, but I didn't want to start painting anything before I had a chance to record it, so I just ended up not getting anything done. But anyway, I've given in. You're gonna get what you get. So you probably see my new project's 15mm World War II. If you've sort of followed the channel for a while, I do a lot of Napoleonics, but I was looking for a new project, but what I didn't want was something that required huge blocks of infantry. I've already got that with World War II, with Napoleonics, and moving away from sort of 28mm figures, like low figure skirmish didn't really appeal. So I think World War II probably hits the sweet spot for us. Two Fat Lardies and Dave Brown have got a new game called Battlegroup coming out. I've been following the blog posts for a while of that now. I'm still quite interested, but I've been looking at the Battlegroup rules and I've had a little game in that, and I do quite like it, and the 1-to-1 sort of figure ratio I think works better for me. And my go-to World War II games Chain of Command, so and I can get away with both with this. So that's the sort of direction I'm heading at the minute. The way I've based these, stolen from Little Legions, I'll admit, but the way these are based will allow me to play Battlegroup and Chain of Command fairly easily. So the other reason I've picked World War II is my granddad fought in the war. I've got a picture here. Here he is driving his carrier. He was part of the 3-inch mortar platoon. The 68 represents the 1st Battalion, the Hampshire regiment. The TT up here is the 50th Northumbrian division. So he's a Yorkshire lad. Joined the TA and the Green Howards in early 1940, but didn't get really called up until 43, where he transferred to the Hampshires, and then ended up going to Sicily and Italy, and then back to England for the D-Day invasions, and then fought pretty much through northwest Europe, up into Holland and that. Went back home, and then came back out with the 7th Battalion and was in northwest Europe until 1946. So had quite a good run at it. You can see it's got the Geordie Hinney scrawled on the front there. Presumably that's me. That's my grandma that he was referring to. I've got no other real details about this picture. I don't know when it was taken or where. There's a flag up here. The window looks like a French flag. But that's I don't know who else anybody else is, or all the details of the photograph, but I've got one or two other photographs. But yeah, with Remembrance Sunday and starting this new project, I thought that would be quite a good way to sort of remember him and honour him. So these I'm going to do the Hampshires. I'm going to hopefully, I think what I'll do is I'll follow them through some of the sort of key battles that they fought. So I'll build up some forces. I would quite like to have done Sicily actually as well, and I probably will get around to Sicily. Just with my Napoleonics and my sort of moving into smaller scales, I haven't got any terrain. I've only got sort of the usual green, so I want to build up that collection really. So we'll come back to Sicily at a later date. But yeah, so this is my sort of first platoon. All all plastic soldier company figures from a failed Flames of War 3rd edition project that I started a long time ago. And like I say, I've debased so they can allow us to allow me to play Chain of Command as well. So I've got three sections at the back here, which is 10-man section, and then so they fight like that in Battlegroup, but in Chain of Command you can break that down to the 6 riflemen and the 3-man Bren teams. So I've got those based, and again I've separated out the corporal with the Sten, so we can do the leader action stuff in Chain of Command. So I've got 3 of those, and then the platoon HQ. So in Battlegroup that's a 5-man unit. So what I've done is I've created a 3-man base. I've got the officer there, a rifleman and a radio operator. I just made the antenna out of stretched sprue. You see I've already knocked it once, it's already got a slight kink in it, but it only takes seconds to make if I need to do another one. And then I've got 2 more separate individually based figures to make the 5-man, and of course I can just remove this base and I've got my lieutenant and my platoon sergeant for Chain of Command. And then I've got some support weapons, some support bases. So we've got the Piet team and the 2-inch mortar, and then over here we've got the 3-inch mortar. So these are the sort of guys my granddad would be ferrying around in his carrier. And I'm cut across the screen there. And in Battlegroup you can, as an add-on, sort of add additional crew to increase the longevity, I think, of the team, and so you can get an extra 3 guys as an add-on there. And again, in Chain of Command, it's well, not necessarily for the mortar team, but for the Bren gun teams, they're sort of 5-men teams, so I can add and take people away to make up the right numbers. And yeah, I've got the Vickers team here. I didn't have enough figures to do a crew for those guys. Well, I have got figures, but I didn't have any that would sort of fit or that would be carrying ammunition, so I'll hold on for now. I'm not sure about this guy with the beret, but we'll see. I've magnetized all of these, so they've all got magnets on, and you can see the only issue I've sort of found is the small 15mm bases, and because the magnets are quite strong, they do it sort of kind of attract each other or push each other away. So yeah, it's a bit interesting, but it's generally not an issue when they're on the field and that plane. So, and they'll store much better like this. So I've yeah, this is the first platoon. I'm hoping to get a sort of company size game, so 3 times this amount really, plus some armor, which I have got. So I've also got a Sherman troop. Battlegroup only requires you to have 3, Firefly and the 275s, but I'll do all 4 for the sort of historical aspect. And I picked up a stowage set from eBay. I think it's Red Dog, I think. I've just been using blue stuff and that just to make up some extra stuff, and I've just don't know if you can have too much stowage on an allied tank, just throwing it all on there. So I'm looking forward to painting those guys up. And then finally I've got I'm going to start some Germans as well, do a German force. So I'm going to paint these up as probably the Panzer division. So these are the sort of real life counterpart or enemy forces that Hampshire's and the rest of the 231 Brigade, well, and some of the 50th anyway as well, the 50th Division came up against before they sort of moved further west and clashed with the Americans. But so we'll get those painted again. Plastic Soldier Company. And the figures are quite nice. There's plenty of rifleman poses, but yeah, some of the other poses are a bit limited. So we'll see how we go. But I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a good break, a good change of pace from the Napoleonic sort of stuff. Painting khaki and browns is a bit quicker than all the cross belts and all the good stuff for the Napoleonics, but maybe it's the German camouflage or maybe it's killers. We'll see. I'm looking forward to painting some tanks. I haven't done any sort of armor for a long time. I have got British and German forces for chain of command and bolt action in 28mm, but I haven't done anything for a good few years World War II wise, so I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. Anyway, that will do for me for now. We'll speak later. Take care, buddies. Bye.